Great, lovely to see you. Happy Thursday, or as I like to say, Blur's Day at this time of the week. Right, so it's lower body strength this morning. So we'll begin lying back, but we're going to get into it pretty quickly. Take all of the options and variations I give, and just know that we're all going to work at our own pace. But yeah, let's just settle for a moment. So come to lie back. And if you want, you can take a nice diamond shape to the legs. So lie back, head towards the back of the mat, feet towards the front, bend the knees, plant the feet, and then let the knees go wide. Great. And then just shuffle around here a little bit, get comfortable. If that diamond shape doesn't feel good, don't worry. Just extend the legs. It's not essential to start with that diamond shape. But as I said, we're not here for too long. Okay. Try to lengthen through the tailbone. Try to shuffle the shoulders down the back. Up to you what you do with your arms. It might be nice to have them wide. And just take a moment to arrive and settle on your mat this morning. Try to broaden across the shoulder blades and relax through the front of the chest. So just being really heavy here. Yeah, just let go. Might be nice to take a big breath in and a sighing breath out. And by all means, if that felt good, just take a couple more. It can really help you to just arrive. So before we get going today, let's just check in with how we're feeling. And remember, sometimes that's an unfamiliar conversation because, we're on autopilot, we're rushing from one thing to the next or being from one place to the next, or talking from one person to the next. So, these moments of peace and quiet or even just a bit of alone time are not always available to us. So know that the next half an hour is just yours, no one else's. So it's really good just to check in with how we're feeling. There's a little bit of context before we start to move and get into the practice. So just about listening to whatever comes up for you this morning. When you ask yourself, how am I? How am I feeling? But as I said, you're exactly where you need to be. The next half an hour is just about your body, your movements, your thoughts and feelings. So once you've had a little listen to whatever came up or is coming up in this conversation you're having with yourself, we're now going to shift the attention to your breath, just to allow those thoughts and feelings to settle and for our attention to be now on the physical body. And the breath's a really good indicator of how we are as well. So just notice the breath to begin with. How's it moving this morning? Where can you feel the breath? And as best as you can, try to be really mindful of each inhale And each exhale, beginning to move it on your own now, so a real conscious element to each round. And we'll take a few counted breaths together, and then I'll leave you to breathe on your own for the practice, but I will be reminding you the breath really is the most important part of your yoga practice. So wherever you are, nice long exhale. And then breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Keep that up. Deep, rich breaths in. 2, 3. Long, steady breaths out. 2, 1. Breathing in, belly rises. Breathing out, belly falls. Great. On your next inhale, we're going to guide the knees slowly back together. Good. And then just heel toe the feet a little bit wider. So they're as wide as the mat or thereabouts. And you're just going to swish the knees from side to side here. Little swish. Good. And next time the knees are over to the right, just pause there for a moment. Enjoy that gentle twist, but a little bit of opening through the outer left hip and outer left thigh. You might even just look to the right. Look to the left. Knees are to the right, gaze is to the left. Good, and then back to center and over to the other side. Knees left, gaze right. And it's okay if your hip lifts a little bit, that's fine. Lovely, back to center. Bring the knees in. We'll just take a little happy baby, but before we do, some circles might be needed just to get into the hip joint. So enjoy some little circles with the knees. Try and take them in both directions. By all means, you can do one at a time just to begin with before you get both involved. And then when you're ready, a little happy baby. And you might want to move in your happy baby. You might want to bend and extend. And remember, you can grab hold of whatever's available. It might be just the backs of the knees. Good. And then however you get there, we're coming all the way up to tabletop. So you might want to roll along the spine, or you might want to push yourself up through a sideways motion and then roll over and come all the way to tabletop. Good, okay, so just get settled in your tabletop, a little bit of movement through the spine. And anything else that feels good this morning? So, you might be kind of shifting the weight forwards and backwards. Extending the legs. Maybe circling the knees again. So the focus is on our lower body this morning and building some strength. So from here, when you're ready, hover the right knee. Again, just a couple of big circles in both directions. And then that right foot is going to step outside your right hand. And you're going to shuffle it forward as much as you want to, as much as you can. You might do a couple of rocks forwards and backwards. And then from here, back knee can stay down or back knee can be lifted. We're just going to do a little twist. So right hand up, left hand down. Back knee up, back knee down. Just 30 seconds here, and you can hold with this, or if you want, you can add a few little spinal rotations so the elbow taps the inner calf or ankle. Great, 30 seconds. With or without the twist, up or down on the knee. Yogi's choice. And it's an inhale to reach, and it's an exhale to come down. Last few seconds. Nice. Good, okay. Hands down, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and just step back to downward facing dog now. Good. So it's our first one. Walk it out. If it's too much, you work from all fours where you were a second ago. Yeah? Lovely. Again, focusing on the lower body, moving the hips around, softening through the knees. Good. When you're ready, knees down. Circle the left knee, so hover it off the floor, and I just want 2 or 3 big circles, as big as you can now, so really exploring that range of motion. And then when you're ready, left foot steps outside left hand. Little rock forwards and backwards to begin with, and then we're settling into that lizard. Again, you've got those options, the back knee is lifted, the back knee is down, you're adding the twist. 30 seconds, holding here, or you've got those little taps again. So I try and get my elbow to come to my ankle, yeah, or thereabouts. Might be more like the mid-calf, depends where you are with it. Last few seconds, inhale to lift, exhale to tap for 3, for 2, good, on 1. Next time the hands down, listen carefully, this time we're coming into a yogi squat. So the back foot is going to meet the front of the mat and your toes are at 10 and 2 o'clock here. So we'll just start off with a little lift and lower of the bum, yeah? So you're coming from a forward fold where you're dangling to a little seat. And just allow the legs to warm up here with a few of these, up and down. Again, about 30 seconds. Nice. Next time, your hips are up. Heel toe the feet in maybe a little, and we'll just take a little dangle here from side to side. So just getting into the backs of the legs. Don't worry how much we're needing to bend the knees. This is fine. Try and let the head be heavy as well. Good. And then roll up really slowly, no rush, until the head, neck and shoulders eventually come up. You might want to give yourself a little shake here. Good. And anything else, you might want to take a little side stretch. That might feel nice, yeah? Just reach the arms up, go from side to side. Shake out the arms. Good. Great. Okay. So from here, we're going to be stepping back with just the right leg. So we're only focusing on one side of the body for a few rounds, then we're going to shift to the other side. So, and you'll feel this probably more in your standing leg, so you'll feel this a little bit more in the left leg. Right, little softness to the knees, yeah? Listen carefully, we'll go for the first bit at a slower pace, and then for the last 30 seconds, we might go a little bit quicker. 60 seconds in total. So soften into the knees, press through the feet, and you're going to step the right foot back into a lunge. Then you're going to tap the knee all the way down to the floor. You're going to come up and you're going to step it back. Now the softness at the front of the mat is going to what is going to work this standing leg. So I want you to keep a softness to the knees. Right, let's go. So if you can, inhale back, exhale down, inhale back. So exhale, tap, and inhale back. Nice and steady. The lower you go, the further back you go, the more you press through this front big toe, the more you'll feel this. Okay, so we've done almost 30 seconds. If you want, speed it up a little bit. So tapping at the front of the mat, a little bit lighter and going a little bit quicker. Or stick with that back, down, up, forward. Yogi's choice. You've just got 15 more seconds. Well done. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, that front leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, Good, on one. Inhale, big full body stretch. Exhale, lovely forward fold. Okay, we're hanging out here for a moment. Bricks under the hands if you need to. Let it go. From here, fingertips or bricks. You're going to lift your right leg out to the side. Again, we're doing 30 seconds of version 1, and then you've got an option for version 2. So listen carefully. You're going to press through the left foot. You're going to float the right leg up and out to the side, and then you're going to bring it back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. So it's really easy for the toes to come back. We don't want that to happen. We want the leg to come up and out to the side. And it really doesn't matter how high you're going. It's just more about getting it up and down. Keep going. Okay, you've got the option to stay with these, or see if you can hold it up and out for 30 seconds. I know that left leg's working. It's stabilizing us. Keep the toes forward. Keep the leg lifted. Last 15. Stay with me. How's the breath? Breathing in and breathing out for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, on 1. Let it go. Walk out the legs. Good. Well done. Okay. We're walking back to downward facing dog now. So big step back and into your downward facing dog. Enjoy that little release. Okay, listen carefully. Left leg is going up in the air. Left leg. Exhale, you're stepping it through somewhere just behind the hands, about midway along the mat. On your next inhale, your back leg, the right leg, is floating up and floating down. Floating up and floating down. I know. That left leg is working, isn't it? It's our standing leg, it's stabilizing. So hopefully you're feeling it in the glutes, the thigh, the top of the butt. And again, you've got this option to stay here, or for the last 30 seconds, you're going to lift and hold. Maybe you walk the hands back, maybe you fold a little bit deeper. 30 seconds, how's the breath? This is standing split, guys. You got it. We're here. We're holding. For 5, for 4, focus on the breaths, for 3, for 2, good, on 1, let it go, feet together, dangle, nothing to do, little bit of recovery. Okay, so those 3 things, or so, we're going to do on the other side now. So roll up through the spine, take your time, and come all the way up. So we're stepping back with the left leg now. The right leg is staying in place. So remember, you've got that softness to the knees, and we'll do 30 seconds slow. If you want to speed it up, you've got 30 seconds sped up. So soften the knees, look forward. Hands prayer can help as well, or just interlacing the fingers. Left foot steps back. We tap the knee, we come back up. Good, we bring it in. Softness here. Inhale back, exhale tap. Inhale forward, exhale. Keep going. Nice and steady for the first 30 seconds. And that's when it's like, this is fine, no problem. Yeah? Check in with the balance. The wider you step, the longer you step will have an impact. Okay, we're on 30 seconds about now. So if you want, you can start to go a little bit quicker. Can you float that foot forwards and backwards? Can you get the knee a little bit lower? Can you tap and move a little bit smoother? Stay with me, you've got 15 more seconds. That lightness of touch at the top of the mat I'm literally just touching my big toe. Last 5, you got it, for 4, for 3, 2, good, on 1. Feet at the top of the mat, full body stretch. Full forward fold, let it go. Nice, walk out the legs. Okay, you know what's coming. We're lifting up and out to the side. So left leg is lifting up and out to the side. Come onto your fingertips. Soften the knees as much as you need to, or use yoga bricks. On your next inhale, left leg up, left leg down as you exhale. Up or out to the side and back down. 30 seconds, just lifting and lowering. Then we've got that hold. I know, guys. Stay with me. I'm keeping an eye on the time, I promise. Almost there with the lifts and lowers. Last 3, last 2. On 1, we're holding for 30 seconds. Only if you want to. You can just stick to the lifts and the lowers. Stay here. Breathe. Focus. Toes in line. Breath strong. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. Little higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let it go on 1. Just dangle. Walk it out. And when you're ready, downward facing dog is where we'll meet. So walk the hands or walk the feet back. Hands nice and flat to the earth. Good. Okay. Just walk out the legs. Well done. Okay. Listen carefully. Right leg up to the sky. Enjoy that little stretch of the leg into the sky. And then the right foot is going to step just between the hands or thereabouts. 2/3 up the mat. Soften into that right leg. First 30 seconds, we lift and we lower the back leg. So you're tapping the toes up and down. So now we're lifting up and down as opposed to out to the side. So it's like we're drawing a really straight line with our big toe. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, tapping down. Good. And again, you can stay with these taps. Or in 3, 2, 1, you're holding at the top. Walking the hands back, folding over that standing leg, which should be really firing up now. Should be feeling the glute, the outer hip, everything working. Holding, breathing, last 10 seconds, you got it. 3, 2, well done. On 1, feet together, top of the mat, let it go. Awesome, well done guys. So from here, heel toe the feet out, turn the toes to 10 and 2. We're back in our yogi squat. So we started here not so long ago. So come to a little bit more stillness here. So the hips are down, the chest is lifted. Arms can be reaching forward, or you can just rest the elbows on the inner knees. Okay, just take a few breaths here. So we're going to move from here into that lizard position again, okay? And then again, we have some options to do this slowly. We have some options to do this a little bit quicker. Maybe we add a little twist, okay? Last couple of rounds now, I promise. So the hands are going to come down. And as your hands come down, you're lifting your chest, you're pushing through the floor a little, and you're going to step your right foot back. Then you can stay here, or you can add a little twist. So left arm up, left hand down, and then you switch the feet. So right foot stepping forward, left foot stepping back. Little twist, back to center, push through the toes and sit down. So option 1 is to just focus on the feet, moving forwards and backwards, pushing through the hands. Option 2 is to add the little twist after you've stepped back. And you've got 60 seconds of these. And if you get into it, the foot and the hand can actually move at the exact same time. So as you step back, the hand reaches. So you've really only ever got 2 bits at the front of the mat, the hand and the foot. Right, off you go. And I said 30 seconds, it's 60 seconds. Sorry guys, this one's longer. Last 2 rounds are a little bit longer. So add the twist maybe once you've got into the steps. And pushing off the toes from that back foot, really important. Having a little moment at the front with the hips down. Okay, you're halfway, you've got 30 more seconds. Hopefully we've got into the movement now. Stay with me. We're nearly there. 20 more. Good. Last 15. Last 10. How are we feeling? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Yogi's choice where you recover. You might want to dangle. You might want a downward dog. You might want to sit in yogi squat. I really don't mind. I would advise though, we're back in our yogi squat in a moment. So maybe enjoy a little rest in downward dog or child's pose or anything else. Okay, nearly there guys, I promise. So, you can either face the long edge of the mat or you can stay facing the short edge of the mat. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. So, feet back in that yogi squat position, 10 and 2 o'clock, okay? You can afford to go a little bit wider if you want, because we're coming into 30 seconds of single squats and then a 30-second pulse and hold. And then I promise that's it, we're done. So push through the feet and come all the way up. Squeeze at the top. So send the hips forward, press through the feet, really switch on the glutes. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Press through the heels, press through the blade edges of the feet. Let the knees track over the toes. Try and keep the spine nice and long. We don't want to be coming forward. Yeah, we want the weight to be nice and central. Keep going. Last 10 seconds here. Really squeeze at the top. You got it. Nice. 5, 4, 3. You know what's coming. 2. Good. On 1, we go halfway. We either hold here or we pulse. And you're trying to really send your knees out, trying to really stretch the inner thighs and work the outer thighs. 30 seconds here. You've already done 10. Stay calm. Last 15. You got it. Stay with me. We're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay, sorry, that was mean. Come back up. Let it go. But we're done now. So a few little hip circles. Well done, guys. And then let's come down to sit. So maybe you can find your way down. So I know strength is hard in the lower body, but it really can transform your practice, your balancing, your stability in like lunges and wild thing, those kind of things. Let's take a full body stretch. Little bit of movement from side to side. Getting you ready for Thursday. Maybe a little opening of the chest. Take the hands behind the head, lift the chin. Nice. And then just release the hands behind you. Lean back. And let's just come back to some nice little swishes of the legs. Where we started. So just come back to the breath and maybe think about what you're doing next. Are we going to go straight into autopilot into our days? Have you got a moment just to think before you do? Soles of the feet together, back to that diamond shape we began with. And if it feels okay, we'll just ease forward. 5 last breaths here. Your thoughts become your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits, and your habits indeed define your character. So just really think it does all start from our thoughts. So go gently into your Thursday. Think with kindness as best as you can. And have a lovely one. Well done, guys. A little bow down, sign of gratitude. for this time we've shared. Always gratitude from me to you. Same time tomorrow, spine, a little bit more chilled. And yeah, have a good one. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Well done, guys. Thanks, Hatch. Thanks, Caroline, Alice, Tracy.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too. Bye, Humera. Bye, Gabrielle. See you, Matt.